And even walking down towards the bus and going out, seeing the monument, and 10, 12 minutes later, we're smack in the middle of the town of Lublin, going to the Yeshiva of Chachmei Lublin, enjoying the words of Torah that Dak made a siyum on from Daf Yomi, and in another way, in such a positive way, learning about our positive Misorah and tradition that we have. Vigata lebincha is not just teaching your children, is not just about the churban, the destruction, but we also have to teach about what keeps us going.
So when we were in Madonic, we were looking at the oven, and I just got very, very overwhelmed, and it really hit me like how bad this was. Like I never like felt like that before. Even like every time I think about it, like I was writing it down before so I could share with my family, and like I got like teary-eyed.
I walked into the barracks and I saw the beds, all the pictures that we used to hide from when our teachers would put it during history class. They put the pictures of the hungry and bunched up on these beds. I never really looked at them because I couldn't. And then when I saw these empty beds, all I could picture was, oh my God, there were people here. There were people who were suffering here, and it was scary. It was an overwhelming feeling that I didn't really know what to do with.
Even after we left, we passed by a shopping mall, and it's looked with stores that I see every day in New York and around us, and it's almost like as if these people live their lives without anything, without having any remembrance or any trace of this happened, and it was like kind of mind-blowing.
When we were in Majdanek, there was a town right next to it, and it's kind of crazy how their life can go on like right outside, like what was going on in the concentration camp. There was like death, and it was the smell of the burning flesh, and there was just life going on right next to it. And Majdanek being one of the concentration camps that can be up and running like so quickly, like I personally feel that like if Chas v'shalom there was another Holocaust and that concentration camp would be up and running again, life in that town wouldn't change at all.
Every time we go to these great Tzadikim's graves, and Rabbi HAFTR is like so captivating with his stories.
Yeah. It's $8.99. Yeah. That's what it is. He died $18.99.
I enjoy the stories, and I like to hear how they impacted Judaism, and yeah, it's amazing.
All the cemeteries today, you see how they didn't just try to destroy us then in the present. They wanted to take away our past too, and they'd take the tombstones and destroy them, use them for other things other than what really should be for the like the proper thing that people should pay their respects and their dues to them. And you see that they didn't succeed in what they wanted to do. Our past, our present, our future, it's all intact and always will be. We're not going anywhere. We're not going to be gotten rid of it.
So when we were by the crematorium, I just like was imagining myself if I was there, like if I was a Jew having to put another Jew into Mr. Boggy into fire. I just couldn't imagine it, and it was really emotional for me.
So today, like, what really hit me was like when we were by the dome, there was all the ashes, and like it just bothered me. Like, I don't think I'll ever be able to understand how people lived right there and knew what was going on, no matter how, and people still deny it today. And I just.
But nobody would approach her because people were afraid. Down the streets, you could also meet a German patrol, and they would see somebody helping. There was a risk of getting shot.
Ale w pewnym momencie zobaczyłam jedzenie.
One time there was a knock on our door. I opened the door and there was a little girl just asking to go from door to door for some food.
Mama oczywiście dała jej coś do zjedzenia.
My mother gave her some food and something hot to drink.
I mama jej powiedziała, przyjdź jutro.
My mother told her, come back tomorrow, come back, you'll get something to eat, something warm, some hot soup.
Na drugi dzień dziewczynka 4 dzieci.
So the next day, the girl came back, but she wasn't alone. She brought 4 other kids with her.
Mama miała sporo zupy, ja jej nalewałam.
It was 1942, and Germans decided to create a ghetto in this area.
Najpierw zabijali wszystkich starych.
So the first to run away would be young boys who would escape through the tunnels, through the sewers.
Ci chłopcy
That farmer in his barn, he created a hiding place, like a bunker, and he already had 17 people hiding there at the time.
dał do oglądnięcia ten bunkier, to Imek mnie narysował i przysłał, jak wyglądał bunkier. To sobie oglądniecie. Widziałeś to.
So this is the picture made by Imek, so by your grandfather, right? Yeah. So this is a picture that shows what the bunker hiding place looked like. My father was afraid that if we would take him in the same way as he did the family before to the farmer, he would be easily recognized because he had side blocks, and my mother didn't want to cut them off. Yes.
Więc mama
So my mother decided to pretend that he had badly scarred or burned face, and he took a band-aid and just rolled it all around his face, just leaving a space for eyes, nose, and mouth. And this way, he was taken to the birth.